Live. I'm live on YouTube right now, and I am going live on Instagram. And on my way, I am live on Instagram. I'm live. I'm live. I'm really, really live. So I'm going live on Facebook. Oh, I am live on Facebook as well. Hello, wonderful people. Hello, wonderful viewers of the Diamond Lady TV. Good evening and welcome once again to the Diamond Lady TV. This is the Diamond Lady Show, and I'm your girl, Diamond Lady. Hello to everyone on Facebook, hello to everyone on Instagram, and hello to everyone on YouTube. Thank you for joining me tonight. Before I go ahead and introduce the whole program for tonight, I would first and foremost like to say to our viewers and our listeners, wherever you're watching us, please share to your groups and to your pages and invite others to watch as well. We are live on Facebook, we are live on Instagram, and we are live on YouTube. If you want to tell people about Diamond Lady TV, finding them on YouTube, the name to type in is Diamond Lady TV, and on Instagram as well is Diamond Lady TV. So I am going to start by sharing it myself on Facebook to other groups and other pages so we can get more people listening into today's program. And tonight, the topic is all about forgiveness, okay? So we're talking about forgiveness and self-forgiveness, which is a very, very interesting topic. I know this is a topic that people have probably not really considered, especially when it comes to learning to forgive yourself. Some people don't know that you have to learn to forgive yourself. So I am here, as always, to give you a reminder, to alert you about the fact that you need to forgive others and then forgive yourself as well. Forgiveness starts with you. It's just like charity. Charity begins at home, isn't it? So, yes, tonight I am talking about forgiveness. So let's just see. I'm trying to share to so many other places. I'm just getting myself a bit confused, but I am ready for tonight. I hope you're ready for me tonight. And yes, I think I have shared it to so many places enough already. So hello again. Hi, everybody. Good evening and welcome to the Diamond Lady TV. This is the Diamond Lady Show, and tonight is your girl Diamond Lady sat right here to discuss the topic forgiveness and self-forgiveness. Okay, if you are watching us live or if you're going to watch us later, it doesn't matter. You can still give us a thumbs up. You can share to other people for them to also contribute and then learn something out of it. So I am here to learn from my viewers, and my viewers are here to learn from me as well. So we are just going to interchange lessons back and forth. So if you are on Facebook and the people you know or the people you would like to share to are not on Facebook, don't worry, just tell them to go on YouTube or ask them to go on Instagram and just type in Diamond Lady TV and they are going to find me there. It's just me in my red, lovely Vinci Vinci collection dress. So I just get up and show you this dress. So yesterday I was wearing the white one, and today I am wearing the red one. I am loving it. I love the Africa. I love the whole outfit. It's so gorgeous. And before I go ahead to talk about this topic, which is forgiveness and self-forgiveness, I would like to first and foremost say a very big thank you to our supporting sponsors and team. So I would just get them going on Facebook whilst I say thank you to them, okay? So, would like to say a very big thank you to Saint Maya Dryline Limited for supporting us all the time. Thank you to Sister United Foods for all their produce and everything. Thank you to NK Puzzles for always supporting us. Thank you to Keto and Grocery Shop. They are in Sunyani, Ghana. Thank you for your support all the time. Thank you to Tidbits Yummies Healthy Quality. They are in Ghana. Thank you to Sister Eat Fit Loose is all about the healthy lifestyle. Thank you to Sinanka Kitchen. They are at Luton making all the Ghanaian dishes. Thank you to Sister Foundation giving the helping hand always. Thank you to Sweet Seduction. It's all about your bedroom matters. Thank you to Vinci Collection for my lovely dress and everything, every support they are giving us. I'd like to say thank you once again to all our supporting team and sponsors. So, tonight is all about forgiveness. I know that in our lives at some point, we might have been hurt by someone in one way or the other. And we sort of might have said, I can't forgive this person, or there's no way I will ever forgive this person. You know, I have said that before. Yes, I remember I have said that before, but I can't even remember the situation. Okay. So there are times in our lives whereby we say that we don't want to forgive people and all that. But hang on. Before I go ahead and start dive into this whole topic, let's find out what forgiveness is all about. So today I got the definition and I'm going to show that on the screen on Facebook and I'm going to read that out. So the definition for forgiveness, the psychological person says that forgiveness as a conscious, deliberate decision to release feelings of resentment and vengeance toward a person or group who has harmed you, regardless of whether they actually deserve your forgiveness. So forgiveness is like you purposefully just forgive someone who has harmed you. In your own mind, you might think someone might have harmed you. Not that you might think. There are some people who deliberately do things to hurt you. They do things to hurt your feelings, to hurt your emotions, to distract you from doing whatever you're doing, from doing a whole lot. And then in your heart and in your mind and in your conscience, you tell yourself that you're not going to forgive them. But then forgiveness is all about letting go of what the person has done against you. Okay. So it's in regard if it is a deliberate action that the person did against you or not, you need to learn to forgive people. Forgiveness is a choice. Yes, I know forgiveness is a choice. And some people would say, well, I choose to forgive them, or I choose not to forgive them. But then, practicing forgiveness has a very, very good impact on our lifestyle. Okay. It can have a positive impact on our health. Okay, if you learn to forgive people, the benefits of forgiving people has a positive impact on our health. It has a positive impact on our sleep pattern. It has a positive impact on stopping us from getting so much pain or getting into depression and all that. Funnily enough, when it says that it has a positive effect on your sleep, it's very, very true, because usually if you should hold on to a grudge, in the past I used to hold on to grudges here and there because obviously probably I didn't really understand forgiveness properly. So I'll hold on to grudges, and then it is me who is harboring the grudge, and I am the one going through that emotional problem, isn't it? So sometimes you lose sleep over holding on to grudges and not learning to forgive people. When I was doing my research, I found out that people who hold on to grudges and people who are doesn't forgive are at risk of getting high blood pressure. They are at risk of getting depression, or their depression level will be higher than everybody's depression level. Yes, some other people may have depression, but then people who have not learned to forgive in life, their depression level is so high. You are at risk of getting stressed. Okay, if you haven't forgiven people, or if you are holding on to things and thinking people are hurting you so much you can't forgive them, you are at high level of getting so many diseases and sicknesses, and you can get anxiety from not forgiving people. Yes, it's all about harboring things within you, isn't it? And your immune system might not respond so well, and then you might not have even happiness in your life because you are holding on to grudges, because you are not forgiving people. So we as people need to learn to forgive each and everyone, no matter what this person is. Yes, we learn from our mistakes. There are so many things that we do in our life that affect us so badly, okay? But then when we do things that affect us or it affects other people, we need to learn to forgive them. We are not saying that forget, okay? But then it's sort of, you have like a diary in your mind where you have a reference book. You go back to this reference book and then refer to something in there and say, oh, I did that in the past and it wasn't a good thing. I'm not going to do it again. Or someone did that against me. I'm not going to allow that to happen again. But then we need to learn to forgive people. We need to learn to forgive each and everyone. Everybody deserves some sort of forgiveness in this world, no matter what. And forgiveness is something that people can learn. There are people, I was reading about it, and it says about 65% of people actually had to learn how to forgive because they naturally don't know how to forgive. And it's true. I remember when I was young, okay, it was quite hard for me to forgive when someone did something against me. I usually used to say, I am going to make sure I pay you back in your own coins. That is what most people do, isn't it? They tend to pay people back in their own coins in one way or the other. They will make sure they pay people back in their own coins and not forgiving them. That is not the best way to go about things. We need to release ourselves, okay? Because when you hold on to grudges, when you hold on to problems, when you hold on to issues, when you hold on to things that are not making you happy in life, all right? You tend to have sleepless nights. I don't know about you, but whenever I decide to hold on to something, you end up replaying whatever it is in your mind so many times. So that there is a word called ruminating. Okay, so you go into a state of ruminating, being stuck in ruminating. And when we say ruminating, it's almost like you are reminiscing about something that might have happened. It's like you are replaying whatever situation it is over and over and over again. And with that one, sometimes you even get obsessed. I will read the definition of ruminating for you because I've got that here as well today. So ruminating is like a record that's stuck and keeps repeating same lyrics. It's replaying an argument with a friend in your mind. It's retracing past mistakes. That is what most of us find ourselves doing. You know, usually when you're watching a movie, especially with Nigerian movies or Ghanaian movies, I mean, all other movies, they do that as well. Sometimes they recap the past and then they replay it. So it's like the person is rethinking about the past. Ruminating is that same way. So it's like you're rethinking about whatever situation that might have happened. And sometimes when we go and lie down or sit silently and we rethink about these things, then we start taking other plans, other ideas, and thinking, oh, when she comes to me, this is what I'm going to do because she did that to me. So it's like we haven't forgiven those people. So we are always planning something. Ruminating gives us the chance to plan. It's like planning evil against the person or planning to replay. Ruminating is not a good thing, you know. If you learn to forgive people, you forgive them there and then. And as I said, we need to learn to forgive people. Some people naturally can forgive, others cannot forgive. You need to learn to forgive. And forgiving is all about letting go. I mean, it's all right. People are able to just say sorry, and they just don't mean the words. They just say sorry because that is what the other person wants to hear, or they just want to say "I forgive you" because they know that is what the other person wants to hear, and that is the only way to get them off our shoulders. But then saying "I forgive you" without really meaning it is meaningless. Honestly, we need to learn to forgive because when you are in a hurt state or when your emotions are hurt in one way or the other, your blood pressure rises so high. I don't know about you, but then when I feel someone is getting me angry, I can feel my heart rate going so going up and up and up and up, and I'm thinking, oh my god, I am getting angry, I am getting angry. Okay, so when someone is doing something against you, your heart rate or your blood pressure just goes up and up and up. Your immune responses is quite different, and then sometimes your reactions are different because sometimes you might even move your hand to want to hit the person or destroy something around you and all that. We need to learn to be patient as well, okay? And then learning to be patient will still lead to forgiving someone or anyone around us, group of people who might have harmed us in one way or the other. So, as I said, forgiveness is not just saying the word, it is putting it to practice. You actually need to mean it. You actually need to do something for the person to actually know that you have forgiven them. Now let's go on to self-forgiveness. So self-forgiveness means exactly that. It means forgiving yourself, learning to forgive yourself. So there are times that we might have fallen victim of something or done something where we think, oh, I shouldn't have done that, and then we don't learn to forgive ourselves. You know, we just keep on replaying it in our mind. I mean, being in the state of ruminating and playing it over and over in our brain and saying that, why did I do that? I did that, and now I am embarrassed, and now I am disgraced, and now I can't even go into the public place. I have to keep myself isolated from people and all that. So self forgiving in itself is something quite big, which people need to learn. People don't know that they have to learn to forgive their own selves to be able to move on in life. I'm just going to read a comment from here. So we've got Rosemary Ofori joining us tonight. Mal is saying that is very true. Many people don't forgive easily. It's true. Many people don't forgive easily, and it's so it's sad to know that many people don't forgive easily. Some people naturally can forgive, others cannot forgive naturally. So as in forgiving yourself, sometimes some things might have happened in the past and you are thinking, oh, that was a disgraceful situation, or that and that, what are people saying and what are people doing. Sometimes some people might have forgotten whatever situation it is, but you as a person, you keep beating yourself over it day in and day out and just repeating it in your mind. It's like you are stuck in ruminating, okay? And you are not able to forgive yourself to move on. When you are not able to forgive yourself, that keeps you in the negative content and you are not able to move on positively to help yourself. Remember, if you don't forgive yourself, you are at risk of getting a high blood pressure. You are at risk of being very, very stressed in life. You are at risk of being the most unhappiest person in life. You are at risk of experiencing a high level of depression. You are at risk of always being that angry person in life, no matter what. Because you are angry with yourself, you tend to bring out your anger on people around you, on your children, on family members and friends. Learn to forgive yourself. Forgiveness starts with you as a person. So I am just here tonight to remind you to learn to forgive yourself. And in learning to forgive yourself, it's all about sitting yourself down, going through whatever it is. If you have to write it down, write it down. Sometimes what I do for myself is I write down whatever I think is bothering me, whatever is making me angry, whatever that I think I can forgive myself, I write it down. And by so doing, I have written it out of my memory. Okay. Yes, some of it will remain in there, but I have written most of it down on a paper. So I am able to forgive myself that easily. And then I say to myself, I am going to try my best not to fall on that path again. I am going to try my best not to be that person I used to be in the past again. I have forgiven myself from now on. That is something you can do for yourself as well. You don't have to be hostile to yourself. There are people who are angry about themselves no matter what, okay? They are angry in every situation, in everything they are doing. Their attitude shows they are angry with themselves. They are not happy. Then in the end, these people tend to suffer post-traumatic depression or post-traumatic stress and disorders and other health issues. Please, I will emphasize again, learn to forgive yourself. Sit yourself down. Tell yourself you've forgiven yourself of every wrongdoing. You don't want to recollect. You don't want to re-encounter the things you have done in your past, okay? Once you forgive yourself, once you learn to forgive yourself, it will be very, very easy for you to forgive the next person, for you to forgive all other people around you. Forgiving in itself is healing. You notice that once you forgive yourself, you feel so relieved because when you are holding on to something, your chest is so tight, your mind is so tight. Sometimes you even tend to isolate yourself because you're thinking people are talking about you and you are not the most happiest person on earth because you think, are they laughing? When you even hear the next person laughing, you're thinking, oh, that disgraceful time is what they are laughing about. Or that situation, oh, are they laughing at my dress? Are they laughing at my shoes? I am so embarrassed. I can't even forgive myself for this and that. Learn to forgive yourself, okay? Don't bottle things up because bottling things up does not bring you any positive impact. It will only lead you onto the path of stress. It will only lead you onto the path of depression. It will only lead you onto the path of anxiety. It will lead you onto other sicknesses and disabilities that you will be shocked that not learning to forgive yourself and others has caused you that. Let me just play a video here about forgiveness. Okay, and then we will continue with this discussion. So let's get this. That's from YouTube. A bit of volume.
Understanding forgiveness is of prime importance for all spiritual seekers of truth who are dedicated and committed to taking full advantage of this precious human lifetime. Forgiveness is a virtuous act and a powerful spiritual tool, especially for those willing to evolve out of the lower levels of consciousness. Forgiveness is an intentional and voluntary process by which a person undergoes a change in feelings and attitude regarding an offense and overcomes negative emotions such as resentment, ill will, and anger. Forgiving is an inner decision to heal and let go. It is different from excusing, forgetting, and reconciliation. One may still hold an offender responsible, remember the offense, and choose to no longer associate with that person. However, through the power of forgiveness, negative and destructive emotions will lessen and cease to arise in regards to the event and offender. Forgiveness can be granted without any expectation of response, can be done without apology, acknowledgement, or an offender even asking for forgiveness. Emotional forgiveness is for you, not the offender. As forgiveness is such a powerful and profound spiritual act, all religions include teachings on the nature of forgiveness, divine forgiveness for our own shortcomings, and the need for humans to practice forgiving one another. As world religions arose from the teachings of enlightened spiritual masters, aware of the true non-dual nature of reality, they all taught of mercy, forgiveness, love, and compassion. These virtues all calibrate near the top of the evolutionary map of consciousness. Scientific studies have proven that people who forgive are happier and healthier than those who hold resentments. Forgiveness can be learned, and people willing to forgive become less angry, less hurt, more optimistic, more compassionate, and self-confident. They also experience reduced levels of stress and increased vitality. In order to become more forgiving, it is beneficial to understand that humanity is still evolving. People are programmed by society and past karmic tendencies. The collective ignorance of the world keeps many trapped in the lower levels of consciousness. People truly know not what they do. Forgiveness is not easy for the human ego. Resentment, hatred, and anger are all justifiable and cherished in the lower levels, especially so with traumatic events. If you are ready to truly dive into the healing power of forgiveness, we recommend Letting Go, The Pathway of Surrender by Dr. David R. Hawkins, in which he states, "In the state of acceptance, it is possible to forgive our own past, as well as that of others, and to heal past resentments. It is also possible to see the hidden gift in past events about which we have been resentful, including their possible karmic significance. From this level, it is possible to create a different context from which to view the past and thereby heal it. With the final completion of the level of acceptance, we feel secure about the future and can move on to the levels of love and peace."
Right, that was a short video about forgiveness, and I am sure you might have picked one or two advice from in there. So, you can make forgiveness your everyday, part of your everyday duties, okay? So within a day, most times we get hit by so many people, either at work, by our children, by our relations, by our friends, family, people we know, people we don't know. Day in and day out, we get hit by these people. But then how do we forgive these people? The best way is for you to practice forgiveness, and practicing forgiveness is all about telling yourself within your mind, within your heart, I don't want to hold on, I don't want to hang on to anything that anyone has done wrong against me. You need to learn forgiveness. Let it be part of your daily duty. And Rosemary Forest says, if you forget, let's put that on the screen. If you forget, you become happy person all the time, like me. I always forgive. I know, my Rose, you are always happy. It's true. If you forgive, I think we need to be going to my Rose for lots and lots of lessons of life from her, because she is always happy. If you forgive, you are more than the most happiest person on earth. You live freely, okay? But it's rather unfortunate that there are other people out there, even though you as a person, you are forgiving them and all that, the other party might have not learned how to forgive. It's so hard to try and teach people to learn to forgive, okay? And forgiveness, to forgive, is more of an attitude, okay? So to put forgiveness in your attitude, you have to let go of expectations, because most times we have high level of expectation. Sometimes someone will promise you something and your expectation level is just high up there, and you were so excited and you were thinking, oh yes, this person is going to do this for me, and then in the end maybe there is an excuse, or this person just says to you, I am so sorry, I couldn't do it for you, and then you get disappointed, you get hurt. Most people get hurt when their expectations or whatever they are expecting doesn't come their way, and it becomes a very tough thing for them to want to forgive this person or whatever it is, okay? So you should learn to incorporate that in your life, to let go of expectations. Don't let your expectation level become too much, because people are bound to disappoint us day in and day out. And also forgive deeply. When you forgive deeply, when you learn to forgive deeply, it is a form of healing for your own self. Don't just say with your mouth and say, I forgive you. Train your mind, train your heart, train your body, train your soul to understand that when you say, I have forgiven you, Kwabena, it really means you forgiving Kwabena. I have forgiven you, Rose. It means you've really forgive Rose. I have forgiven you, whoever. It means you have really forgiven that person. You have let go. But don't say with your mouth and then tie a knot in your head or in your brain and say, no, I haven't forgiven them. I just wanted to say it for them to be happy. You are hurting your own self. You are just breaking your own heart. You are destroying your own self, because you are the one who is holding on so tight to whatever it is. This person might be living very, very freely because they know that you've forgiven them. Sometimes when we do things against people, or if people do things against us, and maybe we are able to voice out in one way or the other, don't always expect an apology. I would use myself as an example. This is me, and I know within myself I have never changed from that situation. So I am someone that when someone hurts me, yes, I just open up. I love to open up, okay? When someone hurts me, it might take a few minutes, an hour, two, but I will make sure I don't go and sleep over it. Yes, there are a few times I might have slept over whatever something that someone has done against me. But then within that day, okay, I make sure to talk about it. Not because I expect this person or whoever it is to apologize, but then when I learned to do that, I learned that I was living more of a happier person, more of someone who is very, very free, okay? I will tell the person, I will approach the person and just tell the person, hey, you did this, you said this, you did that. I would rather let the person know what they have done against me, okay? And not hold on to a grudge or not hold on to whatever. Because sometimes when we feel people might have hurt us, these people probably don't even know what they are doing. They probably don't even know they are hurting your feeling by what they are saying or their actions. Okay. So sometimes or all the time it's best if you confront these people, if you tell people exactly what they've done wrong against you, and then you can forgive them freely and not hold on to anything at all. Also, you have to reflect and to remember certain things. So when I say reflect and remember, I don't mean go stuck in the ruminating state. No. And as I said earlier on, I brought the definition of the ruminating state. The ruminating state means that replaying an event over and over and over in your mind, and it's so stuck in your mind and you're getting all other ideas about it. When I say reflect, within a day, if something might have happened, you can reflect on it later on in the day, talk to that person, talk to whatever, and then let go of it. Learn to forgive. You yourself reflect on whatever might have happened a day or two or within that same day, and then learn to forgive. You can say to your own self, I forgive you. I forgive you for allowing yourself for this to happen to you. I forgive you for you saying this to this person. You have to learn to forgive yourself. And you forgiving yourself, you will learn to forgive others very, very easily. Learn to forgive yourselves. Learn to forgive yourself for your past mistake. Everybody has a past, but don't dwell on your past. Don't stick onto your past, okay? I am only talking about forgiveness because forgiveness is intertwined with our mental health. And yesterday I came to talk about mental health, which is the state of being cautious, the state of being able to do things normally, whichever you describe as normal, okay? But then if you are not forgiving yourself, you tend to socially become antisocial because you are constantly thinking about something that someone has done against you, or you yourself, you've done against yourself because maybe you've allowed yourself for something to be done to you, okay? And then you're thinking, I can't forgive myself for this. Why did I allow this? I can't forgive myself for this. Why was I late? I can't forgive myself for this. Learn to forgive yourself and learn to do things the right way. You cannot keep on living in your guilt. You cannot keep on living in your anger. You cannot keep on living in your mistakes. You cannot keep on thinking about your shame. Our shame is not a dress that we wear and walk out there with. A few people, or maybe the whole world, might know about your shame, might know about your embarrassing situation and all that. Don't dwell on it. Forgive yourself. Look to the brighter side. Look to the positive things in life. If you have to be telling yourself each day, I forgive you myself, I forgive you, just to be able to overcome that, then do it. You need to untie that knot of anger, that knot of holding on to your past mistakes, that knot of feeling guilty, that knot of all that you can think of, because all those can gather up and then put you in the state of stress. All those can gather up and put you in the state of depression. They can all gather up and bring you all sorts of sicknesses and diseases without you knowing, but then you not learning to forgive yourself can get you into all that. Just be happy, forgive yourself, and live freely. Be happy. I'll read a comment from Facebook again. My Rose is saying, because I always let go. Yes, we all need to learn to let go. Learn to let go. We have to learn to let go. It's so difficult for so many people to learn to let go. I know people who are not talking to their parents, their own parents, because probably their parents might have done something against them so badly and they are not able to let go. Yes, I get it. There are certain situations that you can't forgive, but you have to learn to forgive. Just as I said, sometimes you can forgive and forget, but then once you are forgetting, try your best and in your mind somewhere, keep it like a diary whereby it will be like a book of reference that you will refer to if you come and meet similar situation in life, so that you don't repeat a past mistake in your life. It's not for you to be holding on to it. When you say you forgiving, you have to be forgive and forget. But then have just like a reference book somewhere where you will refer to day in and day out and say, well, I have met that situation in my life before, and I'm not going to let it happen again. I would rather do it a different way and use a different approach. Self forgiveness should be your daily practice. You should let go of anger. Let go of anger. Anger is what is affecting all of us. We all have some sort of anger which is lying within us, and it keeps us stuck in the negativity. But then being a positive person, thinking positively and doing things in the positive way rather helps us more than being stuck in our negativity and then always thinking of our past mistakes and our past shame. I know I am repeating myself all the time, but then it's because I want to remind you to learn to forgive yourself, and you will learn to forgive others. Remind yourself daily, I forgive you. I forgive you for going back to where I told you never to go back to. Our mind is something else. Sometimes we say to ourselves, I will never go there. You see yourself there again. What do? You need to learn to forgive yourself. But then when our past mistakes, we keep on repeating our past mistakes, then it has become a habit. We need to learn to break free out of those habits, okay? The habits that is making us repeat our past mistakes. We need to learn to break those habits. If you cannot do it all by yourself, go for a therapy or go and talk to a professional. Be open. And when you forgive people, you are allowed to talk about it. Yes. Talk to people you trust so much, people who wouldn't go and spread the rumor. Talk to people you trust so much and say, oh, this person did this and I have forgiven that person. And by so doing, you are letting go completely of what that person did against you. Or even whatever it is that you are forgiving yourself about, you can talk to someone you trust and say, I did this and that, and I want to forgive myself about it now. I have forgiven myself. I am forgiving myself. I want to move on in life. If you dwell on your past mistakes and your guilt and your anger and all that, you will never move forward. There will be no room for growth for you. You need to learn to forgive yourself, because when you don't learn to forgive yourself, your emotional well-being, your physical well-being, your social well-being, your mental well-being all get affected so badly. You might not notice it, but then people around you will start noticing it. You might forever be an angry person, an angry soul all the time, walking about with a frown face forever and ever. But when you learn to forgive yourself, you will laugh all the time. You will have the happiness all the time. Just as Mara said, you have to learn to let go. Let go of your past mistakes. Let go of what things that people have done against you. Talk to these people who have wronged you. And when you're talking to them, have the mindset of they might not apologize. They might not say sorry for what they have done against you. But then by you talking about it, you are letting go. You are freeing your mind, your heart, your soul, your body from all that misfortune, I will call it, or from all that burden. That is the right word. It's like a burden. When you tell people what they've done against you, it's like you've lifted the burden off your shoulder. You've been able to open up and say to the person, you've done that and that and that, but I forgive you. If you've not forgiven people in your past, they are still in your life. Find them and tell them you did that and that and that, but today I am forgiving you, because from now on, I don't want to hold on to that. From now on, I don't want that holding me down. Don't let ruminating be your situation. Don't stuck in ruminating. And I'm going to read ruminating to you again if you were not here when I read about ruminating. So ruminating is like a record that's stuck. So it's like a record. You're playing a record, okay? So it's like a record that is stuck and keeps repeating the same lyrics, okay? So it keeps repeating the same lyrics. It's replaying an argument with a friend in your mind. It's not just with a friend. It could be with a family member or anybody else. It's retracing past mistakes. So ruminating is like you are retracing and replaying and replaying. It's like a record. You keep replaying, you keep replaying. Try your best not to remain in the ruminating state, because ruminating state doesn't allow you for the room of growth. Ruminating state doesn't allow you to move forward. Ruminating state doesn't allow you to forgive yourself and to forgive others. You need to love yourself more. And by loving yourself, it's all about forgiving yourself. You need to learn to love yourself. Self-love is very, very necessary. Today is 1st of August. And can you just promise yourself you are going to forgive yourself from now and for the rest of your life? You are going to keep on reminding yourself that you forgive yourself of every wrong you have done in your past, of your past guilt, of your past mistakes, of every argument and every anger. You have forgiven yourself. Sometimes we let ourselves into arguments. We let ourselves into misunderstandings and all that. And then when we finish, sometimes we feel challenged. We feel disgraced and we think, oh God, what have I just done? I've disgraced myself and my family. Why did I stand out there to fight? Why did I stand out there to do this? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I can never forgive myself. I've heard people say that, oh, I can never forgive myself for doing this. I have said that to myself before. I can never forgive myself because I did that. Now I am proud. I'm able to sit myself down and reflect on them. And then you can ask yourself, what could I have done better? You find that solution within yourself and then say, I forgive you myself. Maybe you didn't know. Maybe it was a bad situation that made us do that. I am forgiving you myself. And I'm forgiving all others who have wronged me in one way or the other. This world that we live in, day in and day out, there is someone dying because we are not in the normal, whatever we used to call normal. We are no longer in that normal state anymore because COVID is claiming lives day in and day out. Why hold on to grudges? Why hold on to people's mistakes and then people who have hurt us? If you have to pick a phone and call these people and say, I have forgiven you, do it. Don't wait until they are in their sick bed and you know that definitely this sick bed that they are in, they are not coming back, or definitely this sickness is definitely not bringing them back home. That is when you want to say you're forgiving them. Forgive them now. Don't wait until something happens to them and then you start regretting, because we sometimes go in the state of regrets and then we start thinking, oh God, I regret for never forgiving this person. Sometimes some people just make an oath and say, I will never forgive you for this thing that you have done. I will never forgive you in my life. Are you God? I am sorry, I'm talking from a Christian's point of view. As a Christian, we believe that, and in so many other religions as well, whatever you worship, they all practice forgiveness, some sort of forgiveness, which is healing. As a Christian, we know Christ came to die for us. We know he forgave our sins. He took all our sins with him to the cross when he got nailed on the cross. So how much more you as a human being that you can forgive others? I would like to say a very big thank you to our supporting sponsors again. So we say thank you to St. Maya Dryline Limited for supporting us. Sister United Foods for supporting us always. NK Pizzle is all about photography and videography in Ghana. Keto and grocery shops, they are at Sunyane, Ghana. And thank you to Tidbits Yummies. They are in Ghana as well. That's their contact number. Thank you to Sister Eat Lose. Okay, Eat Fit Lose is all about healthy lifestyle. Thank you to Sinaka Kitchen. They are at Luton. Thank you to Sister Foundation. Give the helping hand always. Thank you to Sweet Seduction. It's all about your bedroom stuff. Thank you to Vinci Vinci Collection for my beautiful dress that I am wearing tonight. I am really rocking my African dress. Yesterday, if you saw me, I was in the white one. I love to get up and show you my dress, isn't it? So today I am in the red one. Yes, I love the red one. What is good about it is you can wear it long sleeves, okay? And if you think you want to look more official going into an office, you can pull it up, okay? That still makes you look official anyway. You pull it up, get your nice handbag, okay? And then walk in style into the office, into the church, into an event, into a program, no matter what. And just yesterday, I said I was going to post those photos. I couldn't do it. Today, I am going to try and post those photos on there so you could see the range of colors that are available for you to choose and buy as well if you would like to buy it. At the moment, it's only available in England. So just as I said, forgiveness, learn to forgive yourself. And it will be very easier for you to forgive others. Don't just say it with your mouth. Show it. Show it in your actions. Show it in your deeds. Show it in your words. Let people know you've forgiven them and you are not holding on to any grudges. Don't just walk people out of your life. Don't just block people out of your lives because they have hurt you. Learn to tell them exactly what they have done. Learn to forgive them. And if you can't carry on with them as friends, as family members, as brothers and sisters, just let them know, I have forgiven you, but probably I cannot be friends with you anymore. Let them know. Don't just go blocking them on Facebook, Instagram, wherever else, all the social medias. What if you meet them out there? What if you fall down and you have collapsed and you are dying and they are the only source of hope passing by that could save your life? Think about that. Forgiveness is divine. Forgiveness is necessary. Let forgiveness be part of your everyday routine. Just as you brush your teeth, let forgiveness be part of you as well. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. If you are watching me later, that's okay. Don't forget to leave us a thumbs up and don't forget to leave us a comment. Don't forget to add your own contributions to it as well. And as I already said, the dress I am wearing is from Vinci Vinci Collection. They are on Instagram. I would like to also say thank you again to all our wonderful viewers, okay? And everyone who keeps coming back to watch us on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. I very much appreciate all your support, all the love, and everything that you do for us. Don't forget there is the Buffruit mix, which is still for sale on eBay. They are being sold in Ghana as well by Family Affair GH. I'm going to put their details on the screen. where you can go and buy the buffet mix, okay? And it's so delicious. You are going to enjoy it. If you live in England, you can buy it on Etsy or on eBay. You could also buy it in shops. The top shops that I can remember at the moment is Tema Market in Coventry. You can get some of our puff puff or buffet mix from there. Then you could also buy from Efuaqua market, I think it is, at Warsaw. There are other shops, I can't remember their names honestly. But then at Warsaw, there is a Fuaqua market where you can buy puff puff mix from. And then there is Tema Market in Coventry and all other shops that are selling. But the other way out is for you to buy from us on eBay or Etsy. Just type in Sister Sister United, and then you will find us on eBay or Etsy. Even on Facebook as well, we have created a shop on Facebook, so you can find us under the name Sister Sister United Foods, and then you can order your jollof mix, your 10 spice mix, your fufu mix, the banku mix, the buffet mix, and all other products that we sell. You can find them on Facebook, or you can DM me whatever it is you're looking to buy. And don't forget, the dress I am wearing tonight is by Vinci Vinci Collection. And yep, if you're watching us, don't forget to leave us a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave us a comment. And thank you so much. I really enjoyed my time on here. I really enjoyed talking about forgiveness today. Hopefully next week, the person we are bringing on, we are going to be talking about tourism. We need to know a bit more about tourism, and then traveling the lens of Ghana and all other places. You are definitely going to enjoy the program. Hopefully, we are going to turn up next Saturday or Sunday. We haven't decided which day we're doing that, but definitely there's going to be a resource person here with me to talk about tourism and all other things as well. Thank you. Have a wonderful Sunday. Happy new month. Learn to forgive. Learn to forgive yourself. Don't forget, self-forgiveness matters. Practice it every day. Thank you, Maros. Thank you, all others. I really, really appreciate you. And there is Maros saying good night, my dear. Thank you, Ma. Thank you all. Enjoy your evening. Bye. Bye. Okay. Bye, YouTube.